Stark is such a hunk. But if you're looking for hunks, you're just gonna find nerds here at Rick and Dave's Comic Book Hour.
Welcome to Rick and Dave's Comic Book Hour. This is our review of Iron Man 3. And that was my painting, by the way. I hope you enjoyed it.
So, welcome to another issue. I'm Rick.
I'm Dave.
And as Dave mentioned, we are going to be reviewing a movie we saw today, unfortunately, called Iron Man 3.
And, well, it was underwhelming after you sit there and think about it a little bit. I mean, it was good. It was worth going to, I guess, to see, since he went and spent all the time to watch the other ones. And wasn't as dramatic as I thought it should be, or it was lacking a lot of...
Well, there were a lot of problems with this movie. Dave's being a little kinder than I would be. I'm going to bet that you could probably mention this movie in the same breath as Spider-Man 3, Batman and Robin, so on and so on, all the other turds that are out there. There's action in it, and there's one-liners that do work, but it's not enough to save the movie. First off, Dave, what do you think? A major villain was done a misjustice.
Oh my God! Did they rip him up and just made him look like an ass?
So of course we're talking about
Mandarin.
The Mandarin.
The Mandarin, which is like, what is he like? The Red Skull to Captain America, to Doctor Doom to the Fantastic Four. He's that to Iron Man, and they made him look like an idiot. He's a puppet. Spoiler alert! Sorry.
Is the Mandarin? I don't know if they did this for PC version or why they reasons. Yeah. PC reasons. I don't know. They just
should have had an evil Chinaman.
There's no rings.
Bent on world domination.
Okay, he doesn't have his rings. He turns out to be an actor hired to play this part. And when you get to that part and you're thinking, what the heck? Like if you were watching the Fantastic Four and you found out the Silver Surfer was actually somebody's puppet in their basement.
Yeah, I don't know. And then they were destroying way too many armors. I thought Iron Man's armor was supposed to be, way more durable than... I mean, he blew up. Well, he ended up blowing them all up. The villain was melding them way too easy, I thought. And, I don't know. Tony has a lot of personal issues he had to work through, I guess, in this movie and...
They should have...
And whatnot, but...
as far as Stark being in his armor...
Very little.
Very little. I mean, he's using his little remote control, mind control thing to do some of the armor, but him in the actual armor and doing actual fighting is very little. This is more Stark as Bond.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's sort of way you can put it. But...
bad Bond, but trying to be a Bond.
Yeah. And then there's the main villain, and they were
look like Brad
some sort of extremist storyline, which I vaguely understand in some of the Iron Man books. And they had the female scientist, which I remember from the Iron Man, that had something to do with developing this, trying to come up with a better human is what they are, a super person or whatever. A better, built human where they can change your DNA and do whatever they want. And of course, most of the time it's not quite working, and henceforth everybody's kind of turning into bombs and blowing up, and I don't know. They didn't really
like lava
explain.
People too, because they get a fiery. I think I almost lost it when the one dude breathed fire.
Yeah.
I was like, are they dragons? I have. I mean,
Mole Man's lava men or what?
Yeah. And I mean, you were able to grow limbs when you got this thing, but you turned into the fiery thing, almost like you said, a lava person. But that was not executed very well.
Yeah.
They also threw in a little kid for the younger audience,
which they've really avoided for most of the Marvel movies until now, haven't they?
Yeah.
I mean, they throw a lot of these movies, they'll throw a kid in there just to, I don't know, to tone it down or make it more kid friendly. I mean,
I wouldn't say kid friendly, but make it
more appealing to.
I guess you have to go to the Lucas way of thinking that the more people he can appeal to, the better. I mean, hence the Jar Jar Binks and then the kids and the Ewoks. But yeah, the kid, he had it. I don't think he was there. He didn't have much of a purpose.
Yeah,
he had a couple.
He helped Tony out, but I mean, they could have worked with another better known Marvel character to help him out. Maybe some agents from Shield or something. I don't know, but
Yeah, there was no shield in this.
yeah, no Shield in this one.
Oh yeah, also a bad execution for AIM. If you're a fan of
Yeah.
advanced
Idea Mechanics.
mechanics, you're going to be very disappointed in this.
Yeah, this is.
No, we don't see the beehive uniform that they wear, but still
it's-
as an evil entity, they are very badly used.
Yeah, I mean, in Marvel, they've got their own island and sovereign nation, and really, they're pretty badass when it comes to being a group of
Yeah.
villains or whatever. But in this movie, they were
They also
poorly executed.
poorly.
Somehow they're trying to mix that with the Mandarin thing, and I don't know.
They also
It's just-
they also add in the Rocks and Oil Company too. From, from the Iron Man early issues.
Yeah, they mentioned that in there a little bit. Try
It's
to
like
tie
they
that
put
in.
put a lot of stuff in there that didn't really connect.
No, and the whole flow of the movie, I don't know, it was. I don't know. I
What
didn't.
flowed the movie.
Yeah, I was yawning so much. Rick was kind of getting on me about that, but
I just don't see the point of it. Spoiler: when you see him calling for all his armor, you knew that was going to happen because he has all that stuff stored. I mean,
he's got an underground bunker, that doesn't get blown
well, he has
up
all
so
his
easy.
previous models of his armor.
Yeah.
I mean, he always has those, and then in the end, he blows them all up. And then, of course, we can't go without mentioning the Iron Patriot.
Yeah, they managed to work in the Iron Patriot. It has nothing to do with the Harry Osborn version. It's just, I don't know, I think just an excuse to use it. But instead of just sticking with War Machine, badass, go in there and blow shit up, be done with it. But
They stuck Rhodes into the.
yeah, he called him Iron Patriot. It's basically the same armor, just with red, white, and blue on it.
They should have given him a shield as well. Captain America shield or something.
Yeah,
But-
something, or some sort of.
So that didn't work for me either.
Yeah.
And there's just so many things that didn't work in this movie. The vice president's reason for betraying his country wasn't really that strong of a reason either.
No. Yeah, so we kind of give it the big nah.
Big no. And the tag thing isn't that great either at the
Yeah,
end.
you
the
sit
credits.
through 10 minutes with credits, and it's like no lead into the next movie like the other Marvel
Or any movie, not even the next
Yeah,
one.
it's not even any movie. It's kind of like they're, I don't know, this could be the end of the Iron Man movies or something, which I kind of hope they're not, but
Well, so that's Tony Stark will return. They didn't say it was going to be Downey Jr., but they said he was going to return.
yeah.
But anyway, the tag, you can sit through it. You probably might want to wait till you get it on DVD and
DVD.
fast forward through the credits
This
and
is
watch it.
Stark and Banner sitting there talking, or Stark talking and Banner sleeping while he's talking is what it amounted to.
No, he's using
So-
Banner as a counselor, which he
Yeah,
he
they
goes
should've-
into. Well, I'm not that kind of doctor, but it might have worked better if all this
Yeah.
complaining made Banner angry and he became the Hulk and started smashing stuff. But
Yeah, instead of falling asleep, or maybe a good way to introduce Doc Samson or something, but they didn't.
yeah, that would have worked too. But I
Yeah.
don't know how many people would have got.
He's the
got
psych.
that.
But
But right now, I'm going to tell you, I wish I could. I made a point of trying to see who the director and co-writer of that script was. I can't remember his name, but it's horrible. It is horrible. Even I don't know. This is probably one you're going to want to buy on Blu-ray when it gets to $9.
yeah,
Maybe someone out there will like it, but if you're any kind of Iron Man fan and you know the Mandarin's history, you're just going to sit there and go, "Holy crap!"
Yeah, I mean, I could see, working Ben Kingsley into playing the character, which he's a great actor, but
He's an actor, plays an actor.
yeah, the actor plays an actor who's a drunk or whatever, But he did his role well, but the Mandarin character was just destroyed and really
Yeah,
poorly
a shame.
used.
It's a shame. It really is a shame. I mean, I had high hopes for this movie. I mean,
Oh, me
I
too.
was going to see the Mandarin, the 10 rings,
Yeah.
blasting that Iron Man.
Yeah,
all
because
over
they
the place.
mentioned 10 ring thing in Iron Man 1, and I thought that would be a lead up to, the main villain in 3, which turned out to be a big hoax. So that just kind of a pisser. So
But if you're a fan of Downey Jr.'s one-liners, I guess you might like it.
yeah, I mean,
Whoever
I
writes,
guess
whoever writes his one-liners, you'll be a fan of it. Or any one-liners.
yeah, I think all the actors did a good job, but the story just wasn't.
Well, yeah, I'm going to give credit. The actors did their job and they
Yeah.
did it well, but I think they might even kind of saved the movie, not make it as stinker as it could have
Yeah, I mean, if it wasn't already established the last 2 movies, these guys, this could really If this was the first one, oh god, they would never made another Iron Man
It
movie.
would have been another Daredevil.
Yeah, I've been Daredevil and Elektra all over again.
But,
So, anyhow.
so I know we've been rambling on, but that's how bad it is. You know?
Okay, well, there's our 2 cents worth, so take it for what it's worth. Make sure you look at some other reviews and get some other opinions. So that's just Rick and I's viewpoint. You know, it's not gonna, you know, you go watch Iron Man, go watch Iron Man, but be prepared.
Yeah. So with that, we will see you later.
All right, see you next issue.
Good day.
Bye.